Hello, guys. Welcome to the class number 4. I'm not sure if you're able to hear me. If you are able to hear me, please let me know. It seems that probably my microphone was a little bit far away. Now, hi, guys. Welcome back. Please, now let me know if you can hear me well. If you can hear my voice, that will be perfect to start the class. I just want to do a double check. I see that a lot of you are already connected, so please let me know if you can hear me. Let's do in the test sound. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, perfect. Tomas is confirming that you can hear me, guys. So that will be perfect. So, how are you guys? I see a lot of you are in the chat already. So let me read some of your comments here. I see that Sonic Race was here very early in the morning, so welcome. The second user has a Russian name, so probably I not will be able to pronounce it, but he says that he loves MiniWord, so we do also, so thank you so much for saying that. Enes Tahala says, hello, welcome to the streaming. I also see no Niti here, so welcome. Just passing by, welcome back. Also, Luis the Gaming 18 is here, so welcome. Porto is here, so welcome and welcome to the streaming. Crafted is also here, so good morning. Galaxy Space is here, so hi. City Rohanan is here, so hello, welcome back. Max Gaming is here as most of the streaming, so welcome Max Gaming. Welcome to the streaming. I also see here to Tomas, our moderator. Welcome, Tomas. Yeah, and I think I mentioned most of you guys. Yeah, most of you are already mentioned here. Also, Kitty Plays Baby. Welcome to the streaming. Welcome. And yeah, it seems that I already sent the readings for all of you guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the class. So, as always, what we gonna do today, we're gonna learn about the Brave fight. In other words, we're gonna learn how to create a CTF map, okay? So, let me drink a little bit of water before starting. And I just wanna know how are you guys? See that a lot of you had asked me questions in the Discord group or in the personal chat in Discord. That's perfect, guys. That's the spirit. We need to learn a lot. So everything or anything you need to learn, just let me know into the chat. I will be able to answer your questions. As always, before starting the class, we're gonna take just 10 minutes to play something, to warm up, to relax, and then we're gonna start the class, okay? So, if you want to play with me, I'm gonna create a room. Remember, my UID is listen right up here, okay? So you will be able to find my UID up here in the corner, okay? Let me switch back to MiniWord, okay? So you can find my UID right here, okay? So let's start just by creating a room. Guys, you can join. Most of you are gonna be in Asia, so probably you won't be able to join directly, but a lot of you are from another regions, so probably you will be able to join that in that way. If you are from North America, if you are from South America, from Brazil, from Portugal, from Spain, or from I think most of the parts of Europe, you will be able to join my room. If you don't, you can use a VPN for America and that will work. Okay? So I don't know what to play, just to take a little of your time and be able to do the waiting room. Let's do a Brown Knights game here, or let's do actually I prefer to do this one, okay? So remember, I'm gonna create the room up to 10 people. Most of you won't be able to join, but let's talk into the chat while I'm doing the waiting room. Tomas, please join to the room. And okay, so welcome, Nuki, sorry. I always have some errors on the pronunciation of your names, guys. Sorry for that. I really recommend that you to check Nuki Maps and Nuki channel. She has awesome content, and also she was one of the winners of the last Mini World Got Talent. So, let me reduce a little bit the volume here for the music because it's too much and probably I won't be able to focus with you guys. Yes. So I changed the song. Okay. All right. So we got here Tomas. Welcome, Tomas. Welcome to the room, and as always, this is a simple room that we're gonna use. We're just gonna take 10 minutes while we wait for more people to join, okay? Oh. Okay. Well, you can do a lot of things actually to change the floating window. You can do this also. I don't know, I always play Miniworld in floating window. It's easier for me for some reason. Okay, Thomas, what is happening with you, bro? Bruh. Why are you attacking me? Bruh. Come here. Okay, guys, so I was mentioned that I always use Miniworld as a floating window because it's easier to manage and to switch in between scripts and all the things I do for modding, but, well, you can play also this way. That was my first skill. I don't wanna die here. It's really hard to move around, and welcome, Michelle. I see that you would be able to join the room. Okay, GG. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. Seems I fall. You mean, sorry, Max Gaming, you mean for the music? You cannot hear the music? You have to just try to pull the stars from the center. Remember, guys? Oh, and here what you have to do is just to pick up the stars. But not the mines. Yeah, you have to kill other flyers. Yes, that's the map that we learned how to do in the previous minicamp. Okay, that was quick. I was able to win very quickly because probably you have some lag. So we're gonna restart the room. We're just gonna give in total 5 minutes, so don't worry for that. Try to join back, guys. Welcome, Michelle. Okay, Tommy, please take this UID. That's gonna be Michelle. As she was able to join, we're gonna bring you a special code. '93. Okay, I already got your ID. Let me see if another player is connected, so probably we will be able to play with more players. Yeah, that actually was the Squid Game. Okay. All right, so let's start the map again. We have 3 players. We have Michelle, and we have here 2 Tomas. Okay, as always, we're gonna start back here. All right. Seems that I got a super item, and we got the start. That's good. Of course, I start with 1 star more, so A player from a Spanish team is telling me hi, so I said hi. All right. Okay, so this is the hardest game. What you have to do is just you have to build a tower here. Okay, it's really hard to be able to reach the stars. Okay, no, that's really hard. Actually, seems easy, but it's not. Okay, seems that I got here how to pick up start from here. Okay. All right, I was able to pick at least one star, guys. And here you have to avoid dying. You have to try to pick stars. It's really hard to move here. No, no. Oh. I can start here. Really wasn't the best idea to get down, but let's try to win this one. Oh, okay, it's really hard. Okay, that's ended. Yes, that's a Space Miner map. Okay. Oof. I killed Stomat. Okay. Now I'm the victim here. I have to run. I don't have to let the bull. Oh. I almost get attacked by the bull. This is an easy one. What we have to do on this one is just place the different animals into the actual how do you call it? I don't know how you call this in English, but it's where all the animals are gonna be rewards in the night. Okay, and you have to be very careful because sometimes animals can spawn mines, and mines will of course kill you. Okay, next game. What we have to do here is just to click on these buttons. Every time you do it, you're gonna increase a percentage. If the percentage is higher, probably you're gonna spawn a mine here. Okay. Like the one that is following me. Oh, I got killed. Yeah, it seems that probably you're from Asia. Okay, and at the end of the round, you're gonna have a score here. So the player with less scores is gonna be killed. In this case, it's gonna be Michelle. Thank you so much for playing, Michelle. Sorry that you get actually you lose inside the game. Now you're gonna be observer for a little bit. You're gonna be a spirit flying around. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, come on. You can use this. Okay, good. Now I have a little bit of armor here. Okay, so this is red light, blue light. Okay, guys? So avoid move when the light is red. Because otherwise you're gonna lose. Alright, seems that I won. Okay, so we're gonna finish our waiting room. Now we're gonna start with the class, guys, okay? Alright, so let's move to the presentation back. And some of you will tell me in the chat that you won't be able to join. That's comprehensive because you are from Asia. Unless you have a VPN, you won't be able to join. We are going to try to find a solution for this in the future. Right now, I wasn't able to find a solution for you guys to play with me because if I do VPN, my streaming is gonna be very slow and probably it's gonna drop a lot. So probably that's not gonna be the best way to do it. But anyways, let's continue with the class. I'm gonna change the song once more and let's move to the presentation, okay? So as I was telling you guys, we're gonna learn how to create a game that is gonna be a capture the flag game, okay? The name of the mini camp is the Brave Fight, but what we're gonna do is a CTF, a capture the flag map. So, very quick, for those that didn't know me, I'm YeyoCore. I'm your English teacher. Remember that we have different teachers for different regions. I'm the English one. You can see my UID up here in the presentation, right here. You can see my UID in case you want to send me a friend request, in case you want to check my games. Next, guys. Remember, in the minicamp, you can win a lot of things. One of the things that you can win is real money and some prizes that are gonna be skins. So just by participating in this event, you will be able to win a skin if you create a capture the flag map. Next, we have the prize of $15 that will be the best advanced award, and it's gonna be up to 30 people. That means that a lot of people can win this. The only conditions are that you need to be non-developer or level 1 developer, and that your map fits the actual capture the flag thematic. Now we have the creative award that's gonna be for $30 and up to 15 people, and this is gonna be for those of you that are gonna do an innovation-based thematic map. So that means that if you create something that not most of the players are gonna create, probably you're gonna win this one. Then we have the best learner. The only thing that you need to do for this is that you just have to follow up and implement everything that I'm gonna teach you. With that, you have more chances to win this one, okay? The only thing that you need to do is to assist to all the classes and just create all the maps with all the mechanics I'm gonna teach you. And finally, and remember this is gonna be for $35. And finally, the higher price that is gonna be for $40 is up to 5 people, and it's gonna be just for the best maps that are gonna be submitted into the event. Okay, so I trust in you. I know that a lot of you create really good maps, and I know that a lot of you can win this one. Okay, now right now we are in the class number 4. That means that we left class number 5 next week and the final class on the next week too, okay? For this class, we're gonna learn something simple. We're just gonna create a capture the flag system. That's it. We're gonna focus on that. We don't gonna create a lot of things. We're just gonna create a good system. And with that, you will be able to have your map working already. And all the other things that I'm gonna teach you in the next week are gonna be extra things that you can add to your map as the class selection for the next class. That means in class number 5. And also, I'm gonna teach you some cool tricks, like as an example, having a base that can kill the players and can kill enemy players if the players enter to the team base, okay? And finally, in the last week, we're gonna have a contest and we're gonna have an hour. The contest is when you finish your map, you have 1 week. And the award is when we're gonna qualify your maps and when we're gonna give prizes to you, okay? So, now, remember guys, in the Discord group, you can find me, you can find your other, teammates, and you can do a lot of things there. You can check the tools we have. If you have questions, you can ask me. So go ahead and try to join to the minicamp link in the description, and you will be able to, you get the minicamp link for Discord in the description, and you will be able to talk with me on there, okay? Just give me a minute. I need to do something very quick here. Where I find that? Okay, I don't remember. Okay, it's right here. Okay, just give me a second. I'm gonna place that into the chat too. Okay. Oh no, actually Thomas is already placing the information into the chat. Thank you so much, Thomas. And yep, let's continue. Now we gonna have different codes, guys. Depending of the time when you're coming, I'm gonna give you a code. The last class we have less codes, so this class I'm gonna give you more codes, okay? So we're gonna have 4 codes on time. That means that at 7:30 I'm gonna give you the first code. Probably not all of you gonna be able to claim this because it's a limited one. But we also have some other codes that you can claim at 8 p.m. Yeah, we're gonna have the second code. 8:30 we have the third one, and 9 we're gonna have the last one. Remember, this is the time for Vietnam. Check your local time. Remember, every country is gonna have different times, so be sure you are following up. Now is 7:22 in Vietnam, p.m., 7:22 a.m. in my end. And finally, we got the temporal skill and mounts. I'm gonna ask some questions after I finish every topic. And if you answer first, I'm gonna save your UID. And I'm gonna try to contact you in game, and I'm gonna send you a code, or you can ask me on Discord. So you can let me your Discord ID or your minicamp ID if you answer the question, and I'm gonna give you the code. There's a lot of codes today for that, so be waiting for that. So starting with the first topic, guys, we're gonna create the capture the flag system. So remember, guys, CTF stands for capture the flag, okay? And that's what we're gonna learn first. Let me read you in the chat very quick before continuing. Okay, give me a second. This is taking a lot of time.
A few moments later.
All right, I was able to move the chat here. What happened is that I break my keyboard, so sometimes it's not working fine. I need to replace it. Okay, so. Okay, perfect. Just passing by. I understand that you send me a friend request. I'm gonna check it in game in a little bit. Yes, just passing by is asking me if he can use any items. My original idea was to use ships. My idea was to make a game in which players need to stall other team's ship and drive the ship into the enemy castle or their own castle. But I realized that a lot of players don't know what to do when you place a different item. So I highly recommend it to use flags, but you can use whatever you want. The only thing is that it needs to be the same kind of map in which you have to capture something and move it into the enemy team base. Yes, this is the week actually number 2, but the class is the class number 4. That channel or Kenzie is telling me, hello Kenzie to the class, welcome back. Matt came in, is telling me that he got a Plumsome skin in rewards. Very good. Welcome the Mark, Miniware YouTuber, welcome to the class. Okay, so let's start. And for this, we're gonna have first to create our system, or let me explain how it works, guys. It's gonna be the easy way. If you have the theory, you will have also the good way to make it in real code, okay? So first thing, we're gonna create a database. For those that didn't know, a database is a lot of information that you place in game to avoid making more scripts. When you do a database before creating your triggers, it's gonna be much easier to edit. Most of the times what you do, or what most of you are gonna do, is that you're gonna create a trigger or a script for, as an example, capture the flag for the red team, and you're gonna duplicate the trigger, and you're gonna create the second one for the other team. The big problem with that is that every time that you need to edit something, you have to edit both triggers, and sometimes that could be very time consuming. It's easy to manage just one script or trigger for all the teams, so you don't have to worry. And the easiest way is at the beginning, we're gonna create a database every time a player enters. So we're gonna create a lot of variables and we're gonna tell the game that this player belongs to this team, this player has this color, this player has this flag, this player has this spawn position. So then later with the other triggers, we don't know, the system already knows what are the information about the players, and you don't have to do a lot more triggers or scripts for this, okay? So as we're in the chat, Nyunki or Mitchell is asking me if she can replace the flag with food. Correct, you can do it. Don't worry for that, you can do it. You can place as an example food, you can place animals, you can place, I don't know, if you do a Mario, as a Mario capture the flag map, probably you can install the other team princess. Or if you do another game, you can stall the other team's chickens, or you can do whatever you want. But the important thing is that the flag or the item that replaces the flag can be stole and move it into the enemy base or into your base, okay? Next, when we create the database, coming back to the presentation, we're gonna create another couple of extra systems. And as we're gonna have the system for pick up the flag, that's very simple. When you actually hit the flag and you can move the flag to the other team. And then we have the option to score a point. That's another thing that we're gonna do, okay? So first we create this, then we're gonna create a pick up the flag system, and to score the point system, that is gonna be very important. And then we're gonna have a system, of course, to unpick the flag, because this is gonna be the main thing. If you pick the flag and die, we have to recover the flag and place it into your base, okay? And of course, with this, we're gonna have something more that is gonna be to respawn the flag. Once you lose the flag, this flag is gonna be respawned, so players can pick up again the flag and can score the point. So that's how it works. As you see, it's a very simple system. We have some simple rules, and we're gonna create for this some regions. Okay, so we're gonna use the tool mode. We're gonna create a region for the team base for each team. We're gonna create another region or another area for the team flag where it's gonna be placed. And finally, we're gonna create the last one for making respawn the flag. So it's gonna be automatic. Every time the player access to that region, the flag is gonna be respawned, so the player will be able to pick the flag, okay? So this is gonna be it. We're gonna start with it right now, but it's telling me right now that it's 7:30. So we're gonna give the first code, okay, guys? Go ahead and climb the first code, okay? Okay, guys, so go ahead, copy the code. Please tell me, send the first code into the chat so all the other players are gonna be able to pick it up, and go ahead and claim your code. I'm gonna give 5 minutes to claim, just 3 minutes to claim the code, okay? While we claim the code, I'm gonna answer your questions into the chat, okay? Okay, let me see what I see here. How to make a team chat? Okay, that's a good question. Right now, Binny, not sure, but I think is right now you don't have that option to create a team chat. Probably you will have to do it different, but it's really hard because you can see the actual message system, I think, needs to be done on with UE, because with the normal chat system you can not do it. And it's something that needs to be implemented. I think it's a good idea because, well, you need to talk with the chat. Not sure if in game you can do that, but I think it's gonna be a good idea. I'm gonna just tell your idea to the developer team and let's see what they tell, okay? Because I think it's something that Miniverse needs. All right, guys. So just in case, I'm gonna be sure that you can claim the codes. Let me copy the codes and let me check if it's gonna work. Just a second. Not sure. I think the code is not right. Oh yeah, it's working. Yeah, let me try to claim the code here. Of course, to me, it's telling me that I already claimed too much of these codes, but to you, some of you won't be able to because probably you claim a lot of this kind of code. But let me check it, okay? Just a second, it's right here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Let's place the code here. And let's see what we get. Okay, no, it seems it works. Okay, really nice, guys. It works. Now, let me see. I hear. Okay, yeah, it works, guys. So, we're gonna continue with the class. Seems the code works. So, since the code works, the last part that I was explaining to you guys was that we need to create different regions, right? That we're gonna create the different team regions and we're gonna do that in the mini world, okay? So switch to your mini world, open your map as I do. Let's wait a little bit. And we got here the map, okay? So what are we gonna do now? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your first team base. Remember, you need to create each area for each team, okay? So first thing first, what you're gonna do is we're gonna create an area for cover your team base, okay? So in game, okay, when I'm in game, if I am in the red team and I access to this area, I'm gonna be healed. I'm gonna have, well, I'm gonna be healed. For some reason, it's not working right now. It seems, okay, yeah, you see. So you're gonna be healed, just in case you need to be healed, and your items are gonna be refilled, okay? So check this. If I use this a lot, okay, you see, I got a lot of this. I'm gonna drop some arrows. And when I reach this, this is gonna be refilled, so the team is always gonna have the advantage in their own base. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do to be able to do this is just switch to the tool mode. You can do it if you're in computer, in your PC with F3. And you're gonna create an area, okay? Or a region, region or area is the same. So what you're gonna do is to cover one of the corners of your lobby for each team, and you're gonna cover all the lobby, okay? You don't need to do it up to the top, you just can do it like this, okay? And then, once you finish here, I recommend it to you to go ahead and rename it, okay? So you click on here to see the list of the different regions. Not sure if you are able to see my screen, but I just gonna do a double check. Yes, you're able to see my screen. Now, guys, now that you are here, you're gonna see the name, you're gonna rename it, okay? So place any name you want it. The easy one is to place team base. And you can specify here, as an example, it's gonna be red. Okay. And confirm. And you see you got the name right here, okay? You're gonna see it right here. I just created the name. You have to do the same for the blue team, okay? I just created the red, but remember, your blue team is gonna have the same, okay? I already created here. Of course, I'm gonna delete later the one that I just created. But as you see, I also create one for the blue team, okay? You see here, you can see it. You're just gonna create another one in your team base for the other team. So remember, everything that one team has, you can add it into the other, okay? Once more, you place it here and you just rename the area as the same name, but you're gonna use this time the name of the other team, of course. Okay, so we got our two areas, okay? The team red and the team blue, okay? Let me rename it here because it was, I placed the wrong name on it. It's with block magic, blue. Okay, now you got both of them, red and blue, okay? Now that you already create those, what we gonna create is a second one, okay? We already create this. Now we're gonna create the team flag area or region, okay? What you're gonna create is this small area, okay? Be sure it's gonna cover two things. First, it's gonna cover the corner where the area where you place the flag is gonna work, okay? That means if you check here that we're gonna have basically all the part covered, so it's just gonna cover that part, okay? You're gonna be sure that it's gonna be all around because probably players will be able to build things here. We want to be sure the flag is gonna be there, okay? Now I'm gonna create another one. Of course, I already create this one, but I'm gonna create one just to show you, okay? So that's the one you're gonna create, okay? And you're gonna rename it, okay? I already got it here, of course, once more, but I'm gonna have to create here this same one. You're gonna rename it as flag and the color of the team, okay? Okay, all right, I created here, and once more you need to cover all of the area where you have your flag spawned, and also keep the distance up a little bit because the flag is gonna create in the middle and it's gonna spawn and down here, okay? And finally, another thing that you need to do, and the final one that we're gonna create, remember this needs to be created for the red team and the blue team, okay? I already got it here once more. I wanna be very, very, very emphatic on this one. I already have the two areas here. The red team also has that one, you see here. And the blue team already has that created, okay? You see here that we have the same area, okay? Now, the last one that we're gonna create is the one that says respawn, okay? So this one works for healed and recovery items for the team. This one works for spawn the flag and other things that I'm gonna teach you. And this one also works for respawn the flag. But what we're gonna do is that when any player enters here, we're gonna respawn the flag if there is no flag on the team, okay? So how do we do that? We're gonna go and you're gonna reduce your settings to near, okay? And you're gonna place the area starting around at max. Let me measure the distance. Okay, let me measure here very quick with this tool. Okay, it's easier. Okay, let me see. Starting from the center of your flag area, we're gonna have distance of Okay, 34 blocks or 32 blocks is gonna be the area. And you don't need to be like very make it very far away. At max, make it for a distance of 15 on each side, the minimum amount, and the max 32. Okay, so remember, from this side to this side, 32 of distance, from the center to the corners, 25. Okay, and we're gonna do is just create that area. Okay, what it's gonna do this area, I'm gonna teach you later, don't worry. But what it's gonna do is basically it's gonna spawn the flag in case the flag is not created yet. Okay, so just click on here, you just go ahead, you move it, and you cover this area, just being sure that your area covers all the part where the players access. So, as an example, if I'm from the red team and I access this base, here I won't be able to see the center, but if I go here, the flag is going to spawn, so you will be able to see it. Okay, it's just to be sure that the flag is always going to be there. Okay, and you're going to rename it. Of course, you're going to rename it as spawn flag blue. Okay, and also remember you have one for this team and one for the other. Okay, I already created here. I actually call it as refill flag blue. You can call it any name, but remember that you have to remember that it's gonna be the area where you can spawn the flag. Okay, just by reading the chat. CTF, just for Kenzie, it means capture the flag. Is the global name for capture the flag names. And thank you, Max Gaming, for explaining that. A display window. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Max Gaming. You mean the region tool? That's gonna be in developer tools. You need to be in edit mode. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Mark is telling me something, and a lot of you are asking me, of course. Let me try to move here because I cannot move for some reason. Okay, yeah, perfect. Some of you are asking me why I have this for option. This for option is just for some people, not all the people can access. But don't worry, you're not gonna learn yet how to use it because you need some special features, some special permissions to be able to make it, and now it's just available for 10 people, including myself, including the other teachers. It's just for creating images inside MiniWord. It's a tool that probably you're gonna have open in the future, and that's how I do this. Okay, so what it's gonna do, just let me show you because probably you got curiosity, but you cannot use it, guys. This is gonna be a long time for use it. What you can do with this is just placing an image. That's how it works. But remember, guys, not all of you are gonna have this option. It's gonna be probably in the future available for all of us. But for now, only alpha testers are gonna have this, and it's like very, very small amount of people. So just the teachers, just some developers inside the company. For now, it's not open to all players, not even in China, as you see, doesn't have this feature yet. Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. All right. So let's continue with the class. Where I was teaching you what you have to do with these regions. So now that you already create all these regions, remember, for each team, you're gonna have the 3 different, and this is very important, the team base, the team flag, and the respawn flag area. Once you have all of this, we can move to the next topic, okay? But before moving, Tomás, let me switch to Spanish 1 second. Tommy, ¿alistó un código de los especiales? de los de preguntas. So guys, I'm gonna give a code to the first one who answers my question, okay? So the first one which answers my question, who actually answered my question, it's gonna have the prize, okay? Guys, so let me stop the music a little bit and I'm gonna ask you for a question, okay? What are the three regions or the three areas you have to create for the system? Okay, guys, first one who answered this question is gonna win a skin or amount. I'm gonna give you a code personally. So please, guys, let me know into the chat which is gonna, or what are gonna be the three different areas. The three different areas that I just show you. No, that's actually the script, but you need the areas that I just mentioned that you need to create to be able to make this work. Base lobby, very well. Kenzie, you've left one. Remember, I just explained it. Okay. Kenzie almost do it. I don't know if any one of you are gonna have a different answer. It left only one, Kenzie. Only one. You need one more and you will be able to win the code. Come on, Kenzie. I know that you can do it. You left only one. Very good, Nuki. So Nuki was the first one. So please give me your DJ. Well, good work. That's how it works. So yeah, it is. So I'm gonna give you the code. I need to place a Nuki, place your Discord ID or your UID to be able to send you the reward, okay? Please let me know into the chat here. Perfect. Please let Thomas know that your UID and it's gonna work, okay? But don't worry, guys, we have more questions. And of course, I cannot give more than one code to one person. So we're gonna have more questions later. Don't worry for that, okay? Now, guys, let's move to creating the database. That's gonna be when we're gonna start to make the triggers. So what we're gonna do is just to create a database, as I mentioned before, is just a trigger that is gonna set up all the variables, so you don't have to do extra work later. You can manage only one trigger for all the things. So how it works, guys? Check this screen, okay? The first thing is that we're gonna create a new folder, okay? So move to mirror. Okay, I'm just gonna give me a second. I'm gonna delete all these regions because really I'm gonna forget about this and it's gonna make a mess up because I already make it. And delete it. All right. So guys, remember to access this tool, you only need to click here, okay? So you're gonna go to developer tools. Once you're here, you're gonna move to triggers. And in triggers, you're not gonna have this. What you're gonna do is to create a new trigger set. And the name of the set, you can set up right here just by clicking on rename. it's gonna be database, okay, set up, okay? Okay, that's the name, but I already got it right here. So inside the database, what you're gonna do is that you are gonna create a new trigger. And please name that trigger as team database red, okay? Which is the one that I got already here, okay? We're gonna start with red, then we're gonna just copy paste and change the options for the other team, okay? So moving back to the presentation, I mentioned we're gonna have two different triggers. It's the same trigger, but it's gonna save different information for each team, okay? So what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna set up the variables for player. That much easier, okay? We don't gonna do anything like complicated, it's really easy. So we're gonna go to triggers and we're gonna start with the event. The event is when the player enters. So for this, you're just gonna add a new event. You're gonna go to player, and in player, you're gonna go to the option that says player enters area, okay? That is gonna be the one that you see right here. Just give me a second. Okay, it seems that I opened too many words. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so you're gonna add players enters area, and you have these options, okay? So player enters area, when any players enters, and in here, you're gonna choose the area that you create that was the team area for the team red, okay? That was the first one that you created. It means if I use the tool, it's gonna be the area for your team base. That is gonna be this one, okay? It's gonna be the one that covers the lobby for the red team or the blue team, but in this case, we're gonna select the red team, okay? Now, in condition, we're gonna check the players team. So just go ahead to here, players, and we're gonna select determine players team, okay? Once we select players team, probably you're gonna see this. This is very important, guys. You need to expand here. And then here, you need to select the players in trigger event, okay? Once in the center, you need to select and be sure that yes is activated. And then here in the options, you're gonna select red team. Remember, we're gonna start with the red team. That's the most important part, okay? All right, don't worry if you have an error, because probably you're gonna have it. So if you got any error, just go back and check and be sure that this is set up like I have in the screen, okay? Next, we're gonna set up the first variable, okay? So what you're gonna do is just to click in actions and you add a new action. The action is gonna be called right here, assign, okay? Assign will allow us to set up different variables. Remember, guys, a variable is like a box. A box, an empty box in which actually you can place anything. Let me do a quick example here. Okay, so how it works, like a box, okay? A variable, okay, yeah, here is writing, okay? A variable, it's like a box, okay? It's a box that you can name. As an example, I can name as a next, and I can place anything inside this box. So when I need to tell someone, hey, bring me whatever is in the box, I'm not gonna say that the object that is in the box. I just gonna say, just give me the box, okay? It's like renaming things, okay? So we're gonna use one of them, and the first one that we're gonna use is value. Value allows you to set up any number, okay? Anything related with numbers will be able to be set up, or yeah, just set it up in value, okay? So you're gonna select value setup, and you're gonna have this interface, okay? So sets, here we need to mention the variable which we're gonna set up. Remember, there are two kinds of variables, global variables and private variables. Remember, also you can find all your variables here, okay? So global variables are all the things that are gonna work for the map or for the game, for all the people or all the players are gonna be the same. As an example, Um, okay, truly sorry for that. It seems that Alexa auto-activates itself. Just a second. Alexa, turn off the music. Okay, now it's sorry for that. Uh, Once more, coming back to global variable. Global variables are gonna be the things that are gonna be the same for all the people in the game. As an example, the gravity is a global variable. If you change the gravity, all the gravity in the map is gonna change. The weather is gonna be a variable. So if the weather is sunny, it's gonna be sunny for all the players. While private variables are gonna be different for each players. That means that each players can have their own values. As an example, the life or the HP bar is gonna be different for each player. Another one are gonna be the name. The name is also variable. So the name for each player is gonna be different. So that's the difference. And we're gonna start work a lot with private variables because we're gonna set up everything for the players, okay? So you're gonna have here this. What you're gonna do is just, you need to go here. And on here, you're gonna have a lot of options. As you see, if you scroll up here, you don't have too much variables because those are gonna be the global variables. If you want to implement a private variable, you need to go to function, you need to go to player, and in here, whenever you click on player, it doesn't matters if it's any kind of condition, but whenever you choose players, you're gonna see here something that says players private variable. And on there, you're gonna have this one, okay? That is gonna allow you to actually choose the variable library. And as you see, I have a lot of here. You're gonna create a new one. How do you create a new one? You just click on here, new variable, and you put the name, okay? As an example, I'm gonna do example 123, okay? I'm just gonna press closed, and as you see, you're gonna see the private variable here. But don't worry, just select the one that says player team or create one, name it as a player team, okay? Remember, the one that we're gonna use is player team. So it's gonna look like this. Right here, you already have the condition. Now, we're gonna do the same. We're just gonna copy and paste. And the second one has the same features, but here we just gonna create another variable. And what we're gonna create is enemy team. So remember, first one was player, this one is gonna be enemy team. So this one will give you an error. So remember, for this one, player team is not. It's gonna be enemy team, okay? This is the one that we're gonna select, okay? Correct. And very important, the first one was the number 1, the second one is the number 2, okay? What it means that for this player, the enemy team is gonna be the team number 2 or the blue team. And for the player team, for the player team, it's gonna be the number 1, okay? So same team for the player is gonna be the player number 1. Okay, so it seems that we're gonna have the next code, okay? So that means that I'm gonna give you the code, but remember that right now we have 2 different triggers, okay? Just gonna stop 1 second here to read you in the chat and to give you the next code. So the code number 2 is the one that you see in the screen. Okay, right now you're gonna see it. And go ahead and claim it, okay? Please, Thomas, place the code into the chat. And let me see here, okay? So I see that you already sent to Thomas your UID. Probably thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much. Kenzie, as always, is just making some jokes into the chat, so that's nice. Okay, guys, so go ahead, please, and claim the code. Be sure it is gonna work. I'm gonna copy the code that I sent or that Thomas sent into the chat, and I'm gonna try to claim it here. Just a second. Remember that you also can claim it from here sometimes, but not here because I think I hide that. But well, just go ahead and claim the code, guys, okay? Remember, Tomas already claimed it or put it into the chat. Okay, that way you will be able to see it. Okay, and I gonna let a poll here. So I just wanna know, how do you consider yourself in many words also, okay? So I know that a lot of you like to be pro, like to be noob, or how do you consider yourself in PvP, okay? That's gonna be the pool that I'm gonna let into the chat. And let's continue with the class, okay? Because we are lacking a little bit of time. But that's okay, don't worry, we still have 1 hour, we will be able to do it. So, guys, once more, remember, we're gonna set up the first one as the same team that the player is having, that is the team 1. And the enemy team is gonna be the team blue, that is gonna be the number 2, okay? Now, we're gonna set up a new variable that is gonna be, for this we're just gonna add a sign, and we're gonna select creature type, okay? Remember, we have this one and this one. This one is the one that is not gonna work, and this one is the one that gonna be working, okay? So we're gonna use creature type setup, okay? Once we add it, we're gonna just duplicate here, and as you see, we have here some options. So once more, as we're gonna do, if we just expand, we're not gonna see any variable because remember, this is global variables. This is gonna give us an error, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move here, we're gonna go to player, and we're gonna select player's private variable, okay? So there we're gonna have these options, okay? And we're gonna select here, and as we did the last time, we're gonna create a new variable that the name is gonna be flag enemy, okay? So that's gonna be the flag for the enemy. Sorry for the spelling, for the grammar, I put it wrong, but you can place the right name, is flag enemy, okay? And here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open template library, and we're gonna select which one is gonna be the flag that the player needs to pick up, not their own flag. We're gonna choose the enemy flag, okay? So remember, for this player, the red is gonna be wrong. The one is gonna be this one, the blue one, okay? So for the red team, okay? Now we're gonna close everything, and it looks like this. Remember, if you don't know how to create this one, this creature we created last class, just check the last class, okay? No. Remember that here we have teams, okay? Let me switch back to here, okay? We already created this. Let me do a double check. Yes, it's working. So on this one, the first one is gonna be the team as the player is gonna belong. So number 1 is gonna be red team. Number 2 is gonna be blue team. Where you can check that, okay? So you can go here to map rules, and as you see, the team 1 is the number red, and the team 2 is blue, okay? 1 red, 2 is blue, okay? That's it. That's how it works here. So remember the first one. Sorry, guys. I need to really drink some water here. A second. Okay, so remember, guys, the first one is gonna be the same team. That means, once more, player team is gonna be number 1 is gonna be red, because we choose team 1 here, okay? Team 1 red. And number 2, it's gonna be the blue team, the enemy team, okay? So as you see here, in the other one, team 2 blue, it's gonna be the first one, okay? And the second one is gonna be the enemy team, okay? All right, perfect. So now we already set up this one that is the creature. We're gonna close it, and we're gonna add a new one, okay? Remember, we are just assigning values because it's gonna be easier to manage everything after that, okay? So in assigned, we're gonna go, and what we're gonna do is select item type setup, okay? This one is the one that we're gonna use. And you're gonna check in here, you need to have the same information. Player's private variable item value, okay? How do you do this? Once more, you need to click on here, and you're not gonna have anything like here, because if you choose here something, it's gonna be wrong, okay? Remember, to do it in the global variables, it's not gonna be okay. You need to choose function library, and what you're gonna do is to select player's private variable, okay? And when you do that, you're gonna have those two options. The first one, you have to keep it in players in trigger event, and in here, you're gonna create another variable, okay? So the name is gonna be enemy flag item, okay? It's very similar to the last one, but remember the one that we created before is the creature, the second one is the item, okay? Remember, we create those items on the last class, okay? So you're gonna select that one, and on here, it's gonna ask you to select which one is gonna be. So select template library, and in here, you're gonna have all the items. Just scroll down and go to custom, and you got your items here, right? So probably you're gonna have a Mopec. These are not gonna be the right ones. Remember that these are gonna be just creatures. You have to select the one that you create that is an item, okay? So in my case, it's gonna be flu. Remember that if we are setting up the team red, the flag is gonna be the enemy team. So it's gonna be enemy flag item. It's gonna be blue because we are setting the team red, okay? Okay, so now that's it with this. You're gonna have set up the item that he needs to pick up and the item that is gonna bring to that player when he pick up the flag. So we're gonna transform the creature into an item. Then we're gonna set up a string, okay? So that's gonna make things easier when we send messages. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and assign. We're gonna move here to the one that says set character string right here. And on there, we're gonna do just the same that we do. We're gonna create a private variable. So remember on here, you don't have anything that's gonna be wrong. What you're gonna do is just go to function library, player, and player private variable. And in player private variable, choose players in trigger event, just as we did the last time. And in variable library, we're gonna choose team color, okay? We're gonna create a new variable that the name is gonna be team color, and we're gonna select team color. And on here, we need to write down the color, okay? So you can do this code, or you just can click and say hashtag red to set up the team red, and you're gonna put the name of the team, okay? In my case, it's gonna be team red. You can choose whatever here. As an example, Kingdom, I don't know, Arcadia, okay? Or whatever you want it. In my case, I'm just gonna keep it as a red team. It's gonna be easier for teaching. Okay? And you're just gonna copy and paste here. Copy and paste in the same script. And what you're gonna do in here is just change here. This, create a new variable, and it's gonna be the enemy team color, okay? So remember, first we create that one, now we're gonna create this one. And you're gonna set up, once more, as a team blue, okay? So the first one was team red, now you're just gonna change the color. Remember, this is the color for blue, and you select team blue. And that's it, you're gonna have the two colors, okay? Now we're gonna set up some areas here. As you see, it's just set up things. It's not too complicated. And what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna add a variable related with areas, okay? So once more, we're gonna scroll down to assigned. We're gonna select area setup, guys. Okay, we're gonna select area setup. In an area setup, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna do the same. We are gonna go to function library. We're gonna select player private variable. Once more, we're gonna expand. We're gonna select players in trigger event. And in here, as I mentioned before, you're gonna create this variable, team area, okay? And you're gonna select the area that you just created, okay? So remember, we created this area, the team base, the flag, and the refill. We're gonna select the team base, okay? That's gonna be red area. Now we're gonna copy, paste, and in the second one, we're gonna choose the enemy area, okay? So once more, you need to expand here. And this time you're gonna create a new variable and you're gonna call it as an enemy team area, okay? You're gonna select that one and you're gonna set up that one as the team base for the blue team, okay? Remember, this is gonna be the enemy, this is gonna be yours. Now we're gonna just copy and paste again. As you see, it's very repetitive, but it's gonna be the same, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna access and I'm gonna say greetings to Jaka Chansey. All right, but moving back here, what you're gonna do is just change here. You're gonna open up and create a new variable. You're gonna call it as a team flag area. And remember in here, we're gonna select the team flag area that in my case for this team is gonna be the red one, okay? And in this one, you are gonna copy and paste again, and you're gonna create a new variable. The name is gonna be enemy team flag area. And you're gonna do the same. You're gonna select team blue instead of team red this time, because we are setting up like our team, the enemy team flag. And once you finish that, the only thing that left is that we're gonna create a color for the special team, okay? So how do you do that? It's very easy, guys. The way you do it, the best way to do it is just to add in a special effect also in the database. So what you're gonna do is just go ahead, guys, once more. I know this is a little bit large process, but it's gonna be easier later, okay? What you're gonna do is just set up a type of special effect, okay? And once you finish that, you're just gonna move to that's the same action, and you're gonna do the same. As always, we're gonna choose function library, we're gonna choose player private variable, and we're gonna expand, we're gonna choose players and trigger event, and you're gonna create a new variable. The name is gonna be team effects. And here you can choose any effect, okay? I already have mark 11 here. In my case, you can choose whatever you want, but as you see, it's gonna be the indicator about which team is stoling the flag, okay? So I recommended to you to choose the enemy team flag around, so the players, when they pick up the flag, you're gonna see this around the player, okay? And that's it. We already finished our first part. For the second part, for the second one, what you're gonna do is just copy, okay? You're gonna paste it up, and you're gonna rename it. If you got it as red, what you're gonna do is rename it as blue. Yeah, and I'm gonna put a 2 here because I already created here, but it's just to show you. And what you're gonna do is to change all the features, okay? I already got it created here, but I show you how I did it. So, if here you see red team, when a player access to the, of course, we're gonna change it to the team blue, okay? As you see, what we're gonna do is just to copy and replace the information. So we need to be sure that for the second team is gonna be for the team blue. As you see, it's gonna be much easier to modify. So the first one, that was this one, for the second time is gonna be inverted. So my team is gonna be the blue, okay? Remember, player team is gonna be blue because I put here team 2 blue, okay? And on here, what we're gonna do is the same, the enemy. Well, which gonna be our enemy this time is gonna be the red team, right? Because we are setting up the blue team, okay? Now we got here some information. It says, what is gonna be the flag for the enemy? It's gonna be the red flag, right? So we're gonna change it. Remember, it's gonna be the enemy flag, okay? And which gonna be the item that I'm gonna have once I pick up the flag? It's gonna be the red flag, right? Remember, don't choose the mauve egg, just choose the item, okay? And so on, you need to change everything here. So remember here it says red team. Well, we need to change it. Our name, the name of our team is gonna be blue team, okay? Because we are the blue team. Okay? And in the second one, this one, we gonna place here the art, and we're gonna set team red, okay? As you see, what I'm doing right now is inverting all the things for the other team, for the team blue. So if it says that your team area is the red, of course, as we set up the blue team here, what we're gonna do is to set up our team that is gonna be blue, right? Okay, so it says that the enemy, sorry, it's here. Okay, I got a lot of items here, but okay, yeah. Here it says what is the enemy team area, okay? And the enemy team area, it's gonna be the team red, right? Cool. Now, we got what are gonna be our flag. We're gonna choose our flag area, that is gonna be the blue. And then we're gonna change enemy area for the team red flag area, okay? As you see, it's very easy once you got copied. And finally, on here, as we got our effect, when we captured enemy flag, we're gonna select here, we're gonna select mark, and as we are the blue team, we're gonna select the enemy color, okay? So it's gonna be red. And that's it. Of course, I'm gonna delete this because I already got it here. We have all the setups for the blue team and all the setups for the red team, okay? If you want also to take a screenshot to see the setups, you can see it right here. So, now that we're gonna take a long time for this because, well, I see that it's a little bit complicated for sometimes. It's not complicated, but it's very repetitive. So I'm gonna do a different thing, okay? So in the meanwhile, I'm gonna do another room so we can relax, we can take a break in the meanwhile, so we can just do another thing, okay? So I'm gonna create this room also for 10 people, but let me be sure that I actually have it in playable mode and it's playable, okay? In the meanwhile, I'm gonna take the time to answer your questions, okay, guys? So let me see you in the chat. What I see here is that, okay, yes. All right, so Billy or Joshi says, Nuki. It's Billy, the one is Billy, I think. All right, so welcome Survive or Survive. I think it's Survive. Yeah, it is. So welcome to the class, and you're not too late. You can actually read, just check the path into the video. Don't wash in the wizard. Yeah, it's long triggers, but as you see, it's very easy to set up. Once you have it, it's just copy and paste, okay? All right, so it seems my map is working, so I'm gonna create a room, well, just to relax a little bit because I know it was a lot of information and I don't wanna give you too much information, just a simple information. I know it was a long time, so that's why I divided the class. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna create a room. Okay, for those that want to join. Let me invite you. Okay. And let me check how is the pool, okay? Okay, let me see what is your level in PvP. Thomas, por favor, entra a la sala. Oh, welcome, Rain. Easy. Is. According to the what happened with the bro? Oh, literally, it's there. So it seems that most of you consider yourself pros. Apart from that, a lot of people also consider themselves as a noob. Almost the same amount consider yourself as a good, and not too much consider themselves as a learning. Okay, so we got a lot of pro people here. It seems that a lot of you know how to play. Oh, okay, so you are using the VPN, so you were able to join. Okay, so this map is really easy, and welcome. What you have to do is just to survive. We learned how to do this map also in the previous minicamps for English. And what you have to do is to survive to natural disasters, okay? Probably you, if you are from VPN, you're gonna have some problems. And okay, I'm gonna first try to hide myself because there is gonna be probably something. Okay, a tornado, and I won very easily because well, it was not fair because it was very easy to be killed. What you have to do is try to hide because this is a survival. If you lose, I will gonna win. So be sure that that you're gonna have at least some time to hide. It seems that the tornado just make you or just well, I don't know how to say it in English, but did you remember when the Team Rocket goes flying away, got kicked out, and it was in the sky, and you get a start in the middle of the sky saying and making a sound like let me check the sound. It's very similar to the sound when you fly too far away. Well, I see that that happens to you with tornado. Okay, this one is easier. You have to survive to the fire. Okay, so you just need to be close to a water part where you can cover from water. We're gonna need this later, so I'm not gonna let the fire spread here. Okay, I get burned, but I was next to the water, so that was easier. Now it seems that Rain got sick by a virus, so I just have to hide. It's actually burning. I think he's gonna die very easy right now, but not because he doesn't know how to play it, because probably he has a little bit of lag. Okay, cool. I see something important here. I see a neck here. Oh, okay, no. I don't wanna get. Okay, let's move. Again, you get killed by a tornado. Okay, can see that's perfect. At the end, I'm gonna test your map, okay? So we did very quick. We did a very quick relaxing time, okay? Okay, so just let me switch to Spanish 1 second that Thomas is asking me for something. Si te dice que el multiboxing es not available, usa control alt suprimir y ahí abres el administrador de tareas y ahí tienes que buscar en la lista el que dice miniword, le das clic derecho y le das terminar tarea o cerrar ahora y ya con eso vas a poder abrir miniword otra vez. Okay guys, moving back to the streaming, seems that my moderator has some problems accessing to miniword, so I explained to him how to restart miniword from the task manager. Okay, no, it's not that you're a noob, it's probably you're having some lag because the VPN connection, so that's why you die very quick. Okay, but don't worry, you are good. Actually, you survived. This is not an easy map, and most of the players always die very quick here. Okay, but let's continue with the class. Okay, so I was giving you this code last time, and we're gonna move back for Discord. Yeah, we haven't finished Discord. Oh, okay. We were here, so I was showing you like the different things. No, it's not this one. Yeah. Okay, this one, okay? So I'm gonna ask you guys a question, just a quick question. Remember, the winner is gonna win a code, a special code. So I'm gonna ask you a question in the chat, okay? Okay? Be ready to the chat, check the chat, and also I'm gonna tell you by my voice, but the chat is gonna be faster. Okay? Get ready? So what's a private variable, guys? What is a private variable? That's gonna be the question. Let's put some suspense. Who is gonna win? So guys, which is what is a private variable? Answer in the chat. The first one who answered this is gonna win. So, what is a private variable, guys? That's the question. Let me do this. Probably it's gonna be easier if you see the chat, because I think the chat is not gonna work very good right now. For some reason, yeah, now you're gonna see it into the chat, okay? So my question, guys, is what is a private variable? Okay? You can win one. The first one who answers what is a private variable wins the skin, okay? So what is a private variable? Come on, guys. I already explained it. I already explained it. For those that are in Spanish, I also gonna say it. El primero que responda que es una variable privada gana un código. So guys, the first one who creates or tells me what is a private variable, it's gonna win a skin. Okay? Yeah. Very good. Good job just passing by. That's the answer. So, a private variable is a personal assigned variable. That means that every player is going to have a different value. It's not like the global variables that are going to be the same value for everyone. Once more, if you have a global variable, as an example, the gravity, all the players are going to have the same gravity. But if you have a private variable, each player is going to have a different value. As an example, the HP or the mana bar or the hunger bar, it's going to be different for each player. Very good. Please passing by. Give me your UID or your Discord ID. Okay, very good. So now it's telling me in the screen that we're gonna have the next code here. Remember, this is different. I'm gonna give a code to all of you, but apart from that code, just passing by one another code, okay? So, yes, please tell us your URD or the Discord ID, so we will be able to send you the code, okay? Now, here. Now we're gonna give you, to all of you, another code, okay? So remember, that's gonna be the third code here, okay? So in the screen, you're gonna see the code for now, for that you can claim. All of you can claim it, of course, guys. Okay, perfect. Rin is here. So remember, guys, right there you can see the code. You can claim it right now. It's gonna give you another cool things. So go ahead and claim the code. All right, so the code that you see in the screen will give you or bring you some cool things. Let me put this code into the chat and go ahead and claim it because, well, you were watching the streaming live, okay? Now, guys, while you claim the code, I'm gonna show you the next part that we're gonna make, okay? So we have left a half hour. Probably we're gonna split the remaining content for this class and the next one, just in case we didn't have enough time. Now I'm gonna teach you how to pick up the flag. That means that you will be able to create a pickable flag and, well, just deliver that flag to the enemy. Just stole from the enemy and deliver it to your base, okay? So how it works? Basically, we're gonna have the capture the flag folder. That's what we're gonna create right now. And we have two different triggers. The first one that is pick up flag. What it's gonna do is very easy. Every time that you collide with the creature that is the flag, is gonna give you the item of the flag and it's gonna tell the other players that you have the flag. And then, of course, we need a way to remove that flag from the players. So if the players die, you're gonna clean up everything and we're gonna remove that flag from the players. So that means that the players will be able to pick up back the flag, okay? That's the system that we're gonna do right now. That's the system that we're gonna make, okay? So, if you're ready, I'm gonna... Don't be overcome, don't be overwhelming because it's gonna be easier, okay? Don't be wasted. Don't feel like it's a fatality. It's gonna be very easy. Okay, so let's move into Miniware to make this. Okay, as I mentioned before, it's gonna be very easy. So once more, this class is gonna be most related with triggers in comparison with the previous one. So probably it's gonna take a little bit more of time, okay? So first we're gonna create a new trigger set. The name of the trigger set is gonna be CTF. Once more, it's easier than just type capture the flag, just type CTF. Okay. And what? Oh, okay, yeah, I realized that. So let me switch there. Yeah, now you can see it a little bit better, okay? Sorry for that, as I have to change the code for the chat because it was not working very well. I just changed this and probably it's not working very fine because it's covering everything. Let me try to fix this very quick. Just a second, guys. Let me... Okay, now it's better, right? Now it's not covering everything. You will be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna move here. Let me reduce the size of this so it's not cover everything. Yeah, that's much better. Just let me know to the chat if it's a little bit better than the previous one. Okay. So moving back to Miniword, what we're gonna do is to create a group of triggers, name it CTF. Then we're gonna create a new trigger and we're gonna rename it as a pickup flag, okay? That's it, pickup flag. It's actually, you don't have to place it or to put too much information in it. The only thing that we need is that it's gonna be called a pick flag, okay? Once you're here, don't worry, you're gonna see a lot of triggers, but I'm gonna be faster. Remember that you can just pause the video anytime. You can check the resume. That is also gonna have that one, okay? So first one, we're gonna add a new event. We're gonna go to players, creatures, and there is one that says collision, okay? You're gonna select that one, okay? Okay, not sure if it's that one. Let me see if player have another collision. Sorry, is the one that is for player? Yes, it's the one for player. So remember, add the one that says player, not creature, right here. just use this one, collision, okay? So when any player collides, remember that you can see here which parameters is gonna give you, okay? So once you do that, what we're gonna do is to check a condition. So we're gonna use math and we use numerical comparison, okay? Once we got this, you can do the next thing, okay? So what you are gonna do is in the first one, in the first space, you're gonna go to function, you're gonna go to group, okay? Sorry, numerical group. In here you have a lot of options, okay? What you're gonna do is to choose ID in the value group, okay? As you see here, you're gonna have ID in the value group and you have these options, right? So a group is very similar to a variable, but you have a lot of variables in the same way. So we will gonna create a group. But very important, guys, we're gonna create a private group, okay? So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna go to function library, okay? Then we're gonna go to player and we're gonna select player's private variable, okay? And probably it's not gonna let you open this if you don't select this first, okay? So the ID value, and here you don't have to go to function library. The group is global. Now I remember I made a mistake before. It's a global group, so you're just gonna expand here. Remember, you don't have to go on this one on here. You're gonna go directly to here and you're gonna select flag status. You're gonna create this one, okay? Once you select it, it's gonna allow you to choose options here. In the options, you're gonna select once more function library, player private variable, and in player private variable, select players in trigger event and enemy team, okay? So remember, we already create this. You're gonna select enemy team. It's equals to 0. What you're checking here is if the flag is removed, okay? Now, we're gonna add another one. We're gonna go to player, and on here, there is a lot of options, but it's the one that says number of owned items, okay? Number of owned items is gonna be the items that the player has, so we're gonna add here. And remember, I told you when you hit the flag, you're gonna have a flag in the hands as an item in the inventory. Well, we're gonna check that the player is not gonna have anything. So be sure here you place and you select this one that says less or equals to 0. That means that the player has no items related to flag. And finally, after we check that the status in game for the flag is not picked and the player has not a previous flag on the inventory, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to creature and determine creature type. So we're gonna check that the player actually hits the enemy flag, okay? So as we already made the first script, the one about the database that we set up a lot of things, the only thing that we need to do is to select target creature in event, yes. We're gonna go here, we're gonna select a function library, we're gonna select player and player's private variable, okay? And in player's private variable, we're gonna select players in trigger event, and we're gonna select the variable that we already have, that is flag enemy, okay? And that's it. As you see, that's why we make this, because now it's much easier to create triggers without having to duplicate the triggers, okay? Those are gonna be the conditions, guys. Now let's switch to the actions, okay? So first, we're gonna tell the game that the flag is already picked up. For this, we now use the group, and the first action is gonna be set the ID. So we're gonna go scroll down, and you're gonna search for the one that says group. And here we have a lot of options. This is confusing sometimes. So we're gonna have the options, set the value. We also have the option to insert, to add values, to set up the values of, or we have a lot of options, okay? So the first one that we're gonna use is set the value of a specific number in a group, okay? Once more, go ahead, set the value of a specific number in a group, okay? This one is gonna set up as a nil, but you need to search the one that says set value on the specific number in a group. Be sure that this is the one that says not null, because if you do this, you're not gonna have the same options. You're gonna select this one, okay? Sorry. Okay, it's gonna give you these two options. Of course, I already created up here, so don't worry for this. What you're gonna do is just, you're gonna go here and you're gonna set up the next thing. First, you're gonna go to function library, you're gonna go to plier and choose plier's private variable. On there, you're gonna set up the next thing. Remember that we already create this variable, so be sure that you select here enemy team and plier's in trigger event. Now on the middle, you're gonna select number group, okay? So you're gonna have those options and you're gonna select the one that says number group. Once you expand it, you're gonna select here the variable. Remember, not the function library, just in the normal one, it's a global one, flag status, okay? And then we're gonna set up to a value. We're gonna assign a value and we're gonna assign to 1. 1 means that the flag is being captured, okay? Now, next step is gonna be easier. You're just gonna go to creature and you're gonna select remove creature. You're gonna select remove creature and you're gonna select creature in target event, okay? I talked too much. Let me take a little bit of air, breathe a little bit. Okay. All right. So now next, what are we gonna do, guys? We already tell the game that the flag is captured. Now we're gonna, and we remove the creature, we remove the flag. Now we're gonna add the item for the players. How do you do that? You're gonna go here, and I see that the music is not working. Let's play this. Let's reduce the music a little bit. Now it's just stronger. Now it's gonna be better, okay? So guys, now we are already gonna select here to player and we're gonna add some items. You're gonna select add item, okay? And in items, we have a lot of options here. You're just gonna select one here and players in trigger event. In the middle, we're gonna do just function library, player, and players in private variable. Remember, always you see in my screen players private variable, you need to select the private variable and always you see in players, okay? So you select function, players, and players private variable. If you expand right here, you're gonna select this. Okay, that is players in trigger event. Then you're gonna select from the variables, you're gonna select the one that says enemy flag item. So that's it. Okay, right now it's gonna add the player, or it's gonna give the player the item. Now we're gonna tell the game to all the players, hey, this player captured the flag, okay? So how do you do that? You're gonna go here, you're gonna go to player group, and on here there is a lot of options. There is one that says display chat info to player group, okay? So that's gonna show a chat for all of them. Remember, it's the one that says player group, not the one that is in players. On here, you're gonna select function, player group, all the players. And on here, we're gonna do a string concatenation. What is a string concatenation, guys? It allows you to just mix or mesh two different texts together, okay? Remember, strings or text is the same. It's just text, okay? So we're gonna go to function library and we're gonna do a string concatenation. That is gonna give you two different options. So you can have something like this. You don't need to do it as I do. I do a lot of string concatenation because I'm using the flag, okay? But what you can do is just use one, okay? So in the first one, you're gonna add here, you're gonna to function library and you're gonna choose player name, okay? It's gonna tell your players which player is gonna pick the flag. So you select player name. And in the second one, you can type yourself. Of course, you have the option to translate, as an example here. If you click here, it's gonna translate everything automatically. And the text I put is has captured the flag. You can put the flag here if you're gonna make it easier. If you don't wanna make it easier, of course you can select which team and everything, but I recommend it to do it this way, is easier. So just put it, this player capture the flag, okay? Now, once you have a string concatenation, what we are gonna do is to add the special effect to the player, so the player is gonna see it, or all the other players gonna see that that player had the flag. How do you do it? You're just gonna go here, you go to special effects, it's right here, and you're gonna place special effect on players, okay? You're gonna select this one, and right here you're gonna have some options. You're gonna do a private variable, so remember you always go to function library and you select the player, okay? The player option, and as you see in player you have the option to choose a private variable, so you select that one, and on here you expand once more and you select players in trigger event, and in variable you're gonna select team effects. It's already created, it's the one that we create before, and we're gonna create it on players and trigger events, and the size is 1.5. That's gonna be very easy. Now, if you want also make a sound, I always play sounds for the players, because it's gonna let them know that they actually having a feedback, that they already pick up the flag. How do you do that? You're gonna go here, you're gonna go to sound effect, you're gonna go players turn on sound effect, and when you finish that, you're gonna move here and you're gonna choose player and trigger event, and here you can select the sound. I'm using the sound that you're gonna hear right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's Mark 1, okay? That's the sound I'm using. Okay, be sure that loop is false, or otherwise it's gonna repeat itself a lot of times. And right after that, you almost got it, okay? Next, I'm gonna create a line, okay? That's gonna help us a lot, because you're gonna see the line actually where is located the player, and the player will see where he has to drive the flag, okay? So how do you do that? For creating lines, and remember with this you also can do some tutorials, you go to display window. No, sorry, it's not display window, is display information, okay? So in display information, you can create a lot of things. So what you're gonna do is create display information on player. You're gonna select that option. And what you're gonna do is that you have some options here. From the options, you're gonna select a gate, it's gate pointing to target location, okay? We have a lot. You're gonna be sure that says guide are pointing to location, okay? That's the one that we gonna use. On here you can see different options. The first one is where we're gonna point it. So you're gonna select function library and you're gonna select central location of an area, okay? In central location of an area, you can select which area, okay? So to make it easier, you're not gonna choose here, you're gonna go here and go to player and choose player private variable. Remember that at the beginning we set up a lot of different areas. Well, we're gonna use the one of them. We're gonna use the flag one, okay? So where it says team flag area, we're gonna select that one. So it doesn't matter if the player is from the red team or the blue team, it's always gonna point his flag area, okay? Now for the size, choose 0.5, otherwise it's gonna be too big. On here, you can go ahead and you can choose a specific color. I recommend it to use a neutral color. Don't use red or blue because that's gonna be for the same team and it's gonna be complicated. And the ID, it's gonna be 1. This is gonna be for players in trigger event, okay? And this is gonna be point towards below, and the distance is gonna be 30 blocks. All right, so now that you got this information, let me see what we got here. Okay, yeah. this is a part, you don't need to do this, just end it here because I have some extra features, but that's gonna work with my script. You don't need to do those last two options, okay? So what we do here is the next thing. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna die. Let me show you very quick what we do. Okay, I'm actually in the blue team. Okay. Okay, seems commands are not working, so I'm gonna go very fast to the enemy base. What we did basically is this, guys. Oh, that was
fatality.
I'm actually not very well at these guys. Okay, let me choose a scout. Probably gonna have more speed, yeah, and I'm gonna have more jump. Let me try to show you once more what we did here. Okay, let's move Sorry back. Long time to move inside the map. Okay, and the ID one, just for answering, just passing by chat, is telling the game here, as you see here, that the flag status 1 of the team 1 is 0. That means that it's not picked up. And the flag status for the team 2 is 0 too. Okay, check this. So what we do is this. As you see, the sound changes. We have the effect that we have the red flag and we have something pointing here. That's what we made with the last script we made. Now, the last one that left is that every time we die, actually this is gonna be deleted. So that means that, as an example, if I exit from the arena, well, I'm not gonna have the flag. So everything is gonna be clean up, okay? By the way, it seems that we cover a little bit more of the time that we try to expend for. So next class, I'm gonna move the next script or the next trigger for the next class, just to be sure that we're gonna have enough time. I don't wanna bring you too much scripts or triggers at the same time, because I know sometimes it can be really complicated. So that's why, guys, okay? Now I'm gonna read you in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna open once more a room, but let me do this. Let me change this because probably there is a lot of things I made the last class that are gonna be different from the original setups. So probably it's not gonna work fine because, well, I move a lot of things, but now it's gonna work. I remember I see something wrong, like this side. Yeah, I forgot to remove this. No, it's working fine here. Okay, in one of the sides. I remember to see this. Okay, yeah. Is this? I forgot to remove it from the last class I teach you. And while the class ends, I'm gonna create another room, okay? We're gonna create a room for 10 people. And while the people is joining here, I'm gonna give you another code. That's gonna be, I think, the last code. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you a question also. Okay, oh, what happened with my mouse, where I'm located? What happened here? Why? Okay. All right, let me show you this question once more. Another question, guys, for be able to win another code. Okay, so right now, if I'm not wrong, just passing by, and Michelle had won a code. Okay, so guys, this is gonna be another question to win another code. My question, let me think about the question. So what we just learned is about how to create the pickup flag, okay? So my question will be, the question I'm gonna ask you is, okay, let me wait a second. I want to be sure that all the players are paying attention for this. And the question is, which... let me think about the question. Okay, I'm gonna say something easy, okay? Okay, CTF meaning. What is CTF meaning? The first one who answers this is gonna win the prize, is gonna win another code. So guys, once more, the questions is into the chat, and let me see if a player entered. Yeah, this already started. Very well, Kenzie. You are the first one who answered this. Congratulations. So the winner is Kenzie for now. Okay. So Kenzie, you want a prize? Please let me know your UID into the chat. Okay. Kenzie. Your Discord ID. Okay, congratulations, Kenzie. Okay. Okay, so let's continue, and I'm gonna move back to MiniWord, and let's play. It seems that probably Gracioso, Scar, and Rain are gonna have an advantage. Well, as you see, my flag spawns as soon as I move here, so I'm gonna try to defeat them. Very well done, Kenzie. Okay, I hope I can reach the enemy team. It's just a demonstration so you can see how the map works. Okay. So you want me, as an example, you can find some rewards here. Let me show you. Right here, you will find some rewards. Okay, very good. We have a lot of good things here. Of course, the best one is that we have food. We're gonna put the clothes on, and I'm gonna use this later and this later. Okay, I see something wrong here. No. Welcome, Kakashi Sensei. If I have Kakashi Sensei on my side, I will be more powerful. This is a Naruto meme joke. Uh, so, yeah, let me use this. Okay, seems that Tomas is falling very easily. Okay, Now I was able to move up. Sorry for that. Okay, you good, a banana. We can heal ourselves. Kakashi Sensei died. Very good. Huh. Very good, guys. So as you see, you can see in real time how it works. We're gonna do this. So they don't gonna see me here. Oh, okay. I think I was able to place it. Let's change to Ranger. I love to play with Ranger because it's gonna do more kills. It's gonna be slower, but it's gonna do more kills, so that's good for me. Okay, I've just expended my arrows. Didn't have to do that, but I like to do it. Okay, CB leader. Oh, he has something in the hand? What is that? What is that? What he has in the hand? He has a shield? Very good. I was able to push him a little bit. Don't tell me, yeah, I lose all my items because I changed the class. We're good about that? Well, you have to choose your class, Weasley, before starting here. Okay, I was killed by Tommy. Okay, we have 9 on point. I'm gonna give you the last code, guys. Apart from this, I'm gonna give you some codes. This is gonna be the last code, guys. Okay, so go ahead, try to claim it. Okay, and just give me a second. I will come back in a little bit. Let's give to Thomas some advantage. Okay, guys, so now let me move to Miniware back because Thomas probably is taking the advantage. Welcome, okay, what? Tonto Timo. Welcome to the class. Let's see, where is Thomas? Huh. I'm gonna... Yeah, you came on time. A little bit, but you get the code. That's important. The last one, at least. Okay, seems that Thomas is actually right here. Let's do some decorations. Oh, into the Thomas. Oh, he's moving back. Bye. Okay, what's happening with the music? It's not here. Okay, right. Bye bye, Thomas. Oh, he didn't count with that.
Fatality.
Okay, let's continue with it. Let's try to defeat Thomas on this one. Okay, seems that Thomas is making kills here. Huh. Okay, that's much better because I was listening to a lot of things and probably you. You're too. Okay, well, let's try to move very quick. Okay, oh, I almost get killed by Thomas. Okay, Thomas. Ah. Okay, what do you think of my skills playing PvP? Go Thomas. Well, he was unable to. Too fast for him. Let's do this. He's not gonna see it. But I have to be careful last time I get killed. Okay, so he's not gonna see where I am. Okay. No! I'm very bad at this, guys. Okay. I think I was making something cool and I just fall miserably. What skin you mean? Suxi? Suzuxi? I didn't understand your question. Please explain a little bit more for me into the chat. Oh, well, you already see how the map works, guys. For now, the class is over. I'm not gonna teach more today. I'm just playing the game, so you're gonna see how it works, what you can do on the game. Of course, I'm gonna take the time to do this, to equip myself a little bit. Okay, while Tomas is doing that, I'm gonna try to pick up here some items. So I'm gonna try to enter the castle for the other side. Gonna stole some items for him. Okay, nothing special, at least again I get some food so I can heal myself. Okay, yeah, just the same items I already got. Okay, oh, here is Thomas, I think. Oh no. He's gonna exit from here and I will be able to. He didn't see that. Okay, that was a funny way to kill Thomas. Go Thomas, you can do it. Okay, woo. Okay, so let's try to jump here. Yes, very well. I was able to jump here. Let's try to do something here to access. Okay. We gonna get inside. I don't know where is Thomas, but I think I will be able to pick up this very quick. Welcome, Capitan Word, to the streaming. I see that you're here. No, why? Why I got killed? Oh, I remember. I just moved. Yeah, it seems that I'm not gonna be able to win because I edited something, and I changed the rules to just kill every player when they access the enemy team. So probably I won't be able to win. Okay. So once again, Suxi, I just want to know, please repeat to me what is related about the skin that you mentioned before. That you said that when the skin will be given. Okay, very quick here. Oh, oh, no. Oh, I got killed by Thomas. Thomas is very pro right now. Oh, okay, I forgot to remove also. Probably we'll find some cool things here that help us to boil here something to be able to get into the enemy base. Okay. You can call me tryhard if you want. We're gonna try the next thing. I know I got a lot of flux. We're gonna move where they cannot see us. And we're gonna get easily to the other side. Okay, well, seems I'm gonna reach out this part very quick. Okay, oh, Gracioso Oscar was killed. Ah, no, it was Tonto Timo. Seems Gracioso Oscar or Capitan Word falls. Oh, here. Let's see what we got here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put some food in my hand. So it's gonna be easier for me to move. And to reach the enemy team base. I'm just building this to be able to enter faster and to the enemy base and come back faster. Okay, do you think I'm gonna make it? Okay, every time I see here, I'm getting closer very fast. What do you think? I'm gonna be able to do it? They haven't seen me yet, so I will be able to. Okay, Timo Tinto. Okay, I saw some arrows here, so I'm gonna drop here. So they're gonna think I actually died, but I'm not. I'm gonna continue with my construction right here. I'm gonna access from the ground. They won't be able to see me right here. This is activating like pie mode. That's something funny I'm gonna do. Okay, I miscalculate this. Huh? Let's see what we gonna make here. Oh, okay. They realized actually that I was doing that. I think they checked the streaming and they see that I was doing that. Okay, now I'm gonna change my class to Scout. Oh, okay, I don't have more coins here to be able to do it. Well, doesn't matter. Let's win this very easily. Okay, it seems that both of us lost because no one was able to claim the flag, but well, you see already how it works, okay? So that's gonna be the end of the class, guys. Remember, for those that haven't claimed the code yet, you are seeing in the screen the code, the last code I gave. And please let me know your questions in the Discord group. For now, that will be it. Thank you so much for staying with me. And this is gonna be the end of the class, okay? Remember, if you can follow up and you can follow up my UID here, you will be able to find me also in Discord. And also you can find me on the Discord group, okay? Not just as a user, you can find me in anything, okay? So remember, this is my UID, okay? And remember that you can reach me back into the Discord group, okay? That will be it for now. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you for the next class the next week. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everyone in the chat. Remember to talk to Thomas in case you didn't